Hello friends, welcome to GynoTalk. I am Dr. Safina Anas, Specialist Gynecologist at Aster Hospital, Dubai. Today I will discuss VBAC, that is vaginal birth after cesarean. Many women are candidate for vaginal birth after cesarean. You may be wondering whether you are a good candidate and if benefits of VBAC outweighs the risks. I will discuss the pros and cons of VBAC. Why consider VBAC? Compared with having another cesarean section, a vaginal delivery has the advantage of none of the possible complications of surgery, shorter hospital stay, and quicker return to normal daily routine. If you are planning for more pregnancies, VBAC might help you to avoid the risk of multiple cesareans and placental problems. What are the risks of VBAC? A successful VBAC is associated with fewer complications than an elective repeat cesarean section. But a failed trial of VBAC is associated with more complications, including uterine rupture. Uterine rupture is rare, happening in less than 1% of cases. But when it happened, it is really life-threatening for you and your baby. During uterine rupture, emergency cesarean is needed to prevent life-threatening complications. Rarely, hysterectomy or removal of the uterus may be needed and you won't be able to get pregnant again. Who is eligible for VBAC? VBAC eligibility depends on many factors. Women who had a low transverse cesarean are usually VBAC candidate. If you had a previous vertical uterine incision, VBAC is not recommended because of the risk of uterine rupture. Have you ever had a uterine rupture? If so, you are not a good candidate for VBAC. If you had a previous uterine surgery such as fibroid removal, VBAC is not recommended. If you had more than 2 prior cesarean sections, the chances of scar rupture is high. A vaginal delivery at least once before or after your prior C-section increases the possibility of a successful VBAC. A C-section may be recommended if you have either complications such as placental problems, abnormal position of the baby or multiple pregnancy, etc. A spontaneous labor increases the chances of successful VBAC, but induced labor decreases the success rate. Does the labor and delivery differ during a VBAC? The process will be similar to that used for any vaginal delivery, but continuous monitoring of your baby's heart rate and preparedness to do a repeat C-section if needed. If you are considering VBAC, discuss your concerns and options with your doctor and plan to deliver your baby at a well-equipped facility. Hope this information is useful to you. See you next time with another video. Thank you.